everybody, it's Kateriix, and today we are going to play a little bit of Aven Colony. So I'm actually pretty excited to play this game because I have gone through pretty much the entire campaign and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I thought I would share this game with you guys. So I'm going to go into a new game and we're going to play a sandbox mission. And I think that I would like to go to Cerulean Vale just because every map is actually predetermined, so there's really nothing random about it. So I think that I would like to go to Cerulean Vale because it is the only map that is not part of the campaign, so it's the only map that I personally haven't played on yet. So I think that that's what we're gonna do. So Cerulean Vale was actually given to people that pre-ordered the game, so if you were to buy the game now, you wouldn't actually get this map. But I mean, there's still plenty of fun to be had on the other maps as well. They're all kind of interesting in their own way. And we've been promised some new free maps from the developers, so we'll see how long those take to come to fruition. So I'm going to take my starting resources and I am going to actually up them. I'm going to make them high because even though I haven't exactly played on this map, I did look at it. And the spaces where you can get and start making your own food are actually kind of far away from your starting position. So I just want to make sure I have a little buffer zone. And everything else is just going to be normal. So let's get on into it, okay? Alrighty, here we are. So let's check out what we have started with. So let's just pause the game really quick. And I will explain what some of these buildings are for those of you that have never played the game before. So we have our wind turbines and they supply us electricity. And then we also have a solar panel. This one is tier 3. So all of our buildings, well, most of our buildings have tiers. So if we actually go into our electric structures, you have our solar panels tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and they all do a little bit better. So all these give us a little bit of extra power. And I mean, pretty much every building has another tier, which makes it better. So we have this thing here, which is our construction drone hub. So this is the thing that builds all the buildings that we need built. And we pay for those buildings by using nanites. So we build iron and copper mines to extract metals, and then we build a nanite processor to turn those metals into nanites. And this is our currency right here. So it's very important that we get that working up and running pretty much right away. So let's actually upgrade our drone hub, and the reason why is because with the tier 1 drone hub we only have 1 drone. So I want 3 drones, so I want to make our drone hub a tier 3 drone hub. Okay, so everything else, we have these 2 buildings here, which are just places for our people to live. They're very small places. We actually can't build these, which I don't know why. We should definitely be able to build these things, but we can't, so it's alright. We have this thing, our oxygen regulator module. I don't really know what this does. Gives us better air quality, but this is also something that you can't build on your own, but you always start with one. And then these are storage modules. So as you can see, our storage is actually quite full because I chose to give us high resources to start with. And then over here, we have a mill. So I am actually going to lower the priority on this mill because this mill basically takes other foods and it produces it into different foods. So I actually need to be producing food first before I make everybody work this job. So I'm going to forget about that for now and actually get over here because this is a geothermal vent. So if we put our geothermal generator on top of it, it will produce electricity for us. So now, one of the most important things we're going to need to do is feed our colony. So I have 2 patches of greenery, one over here and then one over here. And these are going to be the places that we need to get to as soon as possible to start working on some food. Because in this blue area, if we go here and we get into like our farms and stuff, you can see all of this is red and this part starts to get a little more green. Except for this, apparently. But for these things anyways, these get a lot more green, so we can start growing some things. And that's what I need to do. So I really need to get over here and over here so that I can start doing that. Which one is closer? They're both about the same distance away, so I don't think it really matters which one you go to. So let's see what we have, what resources are around it that we can take some control of here. So we do have cargo pods. There's a few of these just littered around the map, and when you pick them up, they are a one-time. They give you these things, so that is pretty good. The Zorium deposits are pretty darn good because they give you the Zorium generator, and that produces electricity, and it produces a lot of electricity for your little colony. We have iron deposits, which are very, very important because iron and copper deposits are how you create nanites. Okay, so you use the copper and iron, you extract metals with the mine, and then you use a nanite processor to convert the metals into nanites, and then in turn you use the nanites to buy and build all your buildings. So let's see. This one over here has another generator, it has a potash stash, it does have an iron deposit. You know what, I think I'm gonna move this way because I think it has a little bit more resources that I would like to get my hands on. So let's see. Oh, we have a resupply beacon here as well. So if we ever get into a heck of a lot of trouble, we can summon our resupply beacon and he will give us that just for a little bit of a buffer. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I also want to build past here. And I want to build a mine on this because, as I was talking about, I really want to start making some nanites. And then of course we have this. So you may build your colony however you see fit, as long as you like, so long as your colony remains intact. We will offer you mission objectives for population growth and expedition commendations, but you will not receive any other mission objectives. So thank you. So that is what we want to do. We want to reach 50 population, which is fine. Let's actually get the game speed moving so we can get this guy to upgrade that. Fantastic. Now we have 2 drones. I'm going to try and upgrade it again so I can get 3 drones. There we go. So somebody's already working on it. All right. Excellent. That is perfect. And right away, another thing that I really want is an immigration center so we can really start to pop up our population. We currently have room for 32 capacity. We already have 24 colonists, so we can get 8 more. So I'm going to work on moving out this way. And I need to make another construction drone hub, and I think I'm just going to make a small one. And I want to move it out this way. So that's what I'm going to do. So just a small one, because each construction drone hub has like a range in which it can reach, right? So I'm going to make this one. I'm going to put it, can I put it on this side? No. So I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to connect it, and let's see if we can't get this moving a little bit faster, and then I should be able to finally move over here. And then I want to make a habitat, I think. So I'm going to make my habitat right here. This is a place where people can live, and each kind of building, as I was saying before, has tiers. So this building habitat, this is tier 1, and tier 2, it's going to give us more colonists, and then the same goes for these. So skyscraper tier 1 gives us 72 colonists, skyscraper tier 2 gives us 120 colonists. So everything kind of works that way, so the mine works that way, everything kind of becomes more efficient depending on all of that. So let's actually put an outpost here, because I don't want too many people living here, but I am going to put a geothermal generator on this eventually, not right this second, because I really want to get my farms up and working first. So let's see, do we have, what's the range on this guy? So we can probably build a couple. Yeah, we'll just build another one here. That way we can start building some farms on this green space. So let's get in here. We have 2 choices. We have an outdoor farm, And then we have a greenhouse. I pretty much always choose greenhouses because these guys do not work in the winter, and even greenhouses are less efficient in the winter, but at least they are still efficient. So let's see what we have here. So the best bang for our buck is going to be quarry spores right here. So let's see. 5.2 quarry spores an hour. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. So let's get that going. And let's try and build out a little bit more. Okay, we can't yet. We have to build this construction drone. And we only have one little drone working, which is fine right now. But he has to build all these things. So let's just up the speed here so we can get him to do that. And then let's see. What else can I do right now? I think that I may want to work towards getting this cargo pod. But maybe I want to work through the Zorium deposits. Or maybe I'll wait. You know what? I will wait. I don't know why I paused the game. That was my bad. Because I am waiting for these things to be built. So thankfully, I have 2 of them working on this now. There we go. So people like to stay close to where they work. They absolutely hate commuting. What is this? This is just like some weird plant thing. How... I can't even click on it. How interesting. Oh, there's actually a whole bunch of them. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, so these guys absolutely hate commuting. They want to live like right next to where they work, which is also why I built an outpost here, because I'm going to put a geothermal generator there. And same with over here. So the reason why I built this and then I built a path towards it is because they also don't like to walk through other buildings. So they want to walk towards or through these little paths here. Oh, we're low on water. So let's work on that, shall we? So let's see. We can get a water pump. Not really. I'm looking for something that is very blue. So we're going to get an atmospheric condenser instead. And we are going to put it right here. And yeah, build that. And then I actually have the currency to upgrade this. So I'm going to do that right now in order to pump more water. So, and I also want to pump it up till we have 22 per colonist. So that should help us out. Everything is low right now, which, I mean, it is what it is. Let's actually get this here. So we want to make quarry beans with this mill.
It looks like that time is upon us again.
That should be giving us some food. It's not going to be great. We definitely need to make more farms, but that's the way it's going to be. So now we have the referendum year. So citizens will cast their ballots at the end of the winter season, and you know, you could basically be voted out of the tribe here. So we want to keep our colonists nice and happy so that doesn't happen. And we are going to have to be very careful about that right now because we do not have very much food at all. So let's try and get another one of these things going. I'm thinking more quarry spores is our best bet because we can make the quarry beans over here. So that's all we can really do. And now that we actually have this working, I'm gonna fill it so we can start making them really fast so we can actually feed our citizens. And let's see, our storage is doing okay. We're only about 50% of the way there. Our food is low. Immigration vessel is docked, so we keep getting more immigrants. If we look over here, we have space for quite a few. We have 56% of jobs filled. So I think I'd like to wait just a little bit before going build crazy. Ooh, let's pick this up. I didn't realize that we were close enough to this to pick this up. So the construction drones need to be within range of a cargo pod in order to pick it up. And I'm actually going to upgrade that too. So right now we don't have the best nanite production, but we also don't have very many ore deposits either. So that is something that we might have to look for as well. And I don't see a lot of them on here. There's a few over here, so it's possible that I maybe should have built this way instead. But there is one at least all the way over here. So we might have to work towards this and use up all of this green space for farms. And is this some over here? Okay, we might have to work that way as well. That'd be pretty good. There's actually quite a few over here. Okay, I don't regret my decision to build left instead of right. Alright, we got a reward. I am going to take rice because I have a feeling that food is going to be a problem this entire time. Alright, if you build an expedition center and send out your team, we will give you commendations for each good deed done. We can reward you once you earn 6 commendations. We even made up nice red shirts for your whole crew. I'm not sure why they're all red. Alright. That is fine. I don't think I'm going to build that right away. Okay, so we won. Or did we win? Not yet. So we're getting close. We're tired of eating nothing but quarry beans. Okay, so these guys want some different types of food, which we will work on. There are too many people where I live. We're bored. We need more entertainment. So those are all the things that they want us to do. But you know what? Overall, they're still pretty happy at 75%. Yes, let's reach 100 population. That'll be pretty good. Let's see where we're at right now. 64% of jobs filled. Let's actually upgrade this to tier 2. That way we can get more bang for our buck. And then let's see if we can't build something that is not quarry beans. So maybe we can build Entari. There are okay places to build this. Maybe we will build it back here and then actually do something like this. That's what we'll do for now. I might delete these and add another greenhouse like right here beside this one. But we need lots of paths and we need something to have a short commute from this habitat. So now we have made some Entari so we can go back to our mill and make sure that these guys are also making Entari oatmeal. So that will give our citizens a little bit more to choose from. So they won't be so upset about eating the exact same thing. So we can also make Guroji beans, apparently, but I don't think that Guroji grows well here. Oh, it does actually. It's not that bad. Maybe we can grow it here. It's not the greatest. I'm usually used to building things that say they're going to produce up to 12 of something per hour. So it looks like we're going to have to really fill out this space with plenty of greenhouses, which is fine as long as we make sure that we keep our jobs filled a little bit more than we are now. So let's actually speed it up. If we can get through here and actually fill this, we should be able to get more colonists per trip. Although I will definitely have to make sure to pay attention to things like this, that they don't get too low on us by accepting so many new people. So I'm gonna build 3 of these water things and hopefully that will be enough. And then now that it's about to be winter, I'm actually going to upgrade this so it produces more power, because in the winter your power actually goes down. So everything is less efficient in the winter, and my goodness are the winters ever long in this game. So winter warning, impaired power generation and food cultivation, gotcha. And you know what? Gonna go over here, build a tier 2 right here as well. And one thing that these mines and these generators do is they put down the air quality. So if I go in my air quality overlay, these things are getting a little bit low for my liking. Being around 70% isn't really that good. I want to be in the 80s and 90s. So I want to get some air management going. I don't have enough nanites right now. Our nanite production is actually really slow. So maybe if we can fill this up. Oh, we might have to fill this up too. So right now we really don't have the population, but hopefully we can get that working by accepting more immigrants to start really doing these jobs for us. So right now we have 55% of jobs filled. So I would really, really like to get that up. This is the coolest thing. I really like that when it becomes winter, you get like that around your screen to let you know. A seasonal referendum, 69% of the vote. Yes, air quality is low. There's not much food available. There's too many people where I live. These guys don't like there being too many people. So overall, the happiness is just going to keep going down because there's too many people. And that's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. That just adds a little bit of challenge. Our storage is full. Oh boy. Okay. No resources, Antari and quarry beans. Yeah, okay, so we're not actually producing any food right now, which is no good. And the air quality is getting pretty poor over in this region over here. So we are definitely going to have to fix that once we have the resources to do so. I don't like to put in intake fans because they, actually says right in the description, this structure is vulnerable to toxic gas emissions. I would much rather wait for an air filter. So that's what I'm going to do. These guys will survive for right now. That's just going to have to be the way that it is. You guys, you know what? I'm going to make it a high priority, but not a fill priority because I might need these guys to move somewhere else. So I'm going to put an intake fan here. That is eventually going to put the air quality up. What happened here? What happened here? That is so weird. I don't know why that why is that happening? I think the winter... Okay, I know that during the winter, lightning strikes. You can see it happening over here. Looks like that destroyed some of my stuff. So you can actually defend against that by putting up lightning towers. Clearly, I do not have enough to do that with right now. Our storage is like dying. We absolutely need to get some nanites so we can make more storage. Let's for now just put this little guy in here. So that'll be a little bit of extra storage for us. That'll work. It's going to fill up very quickly, but eventually we should be able to get a storage depot and that'll be a lot better. So nobody actually works here, so I like to put them behind things that people work at. That way it's still connected to the colony and it's not taking up space to build on one of these pathways, which is where people like to be. So insufficient housing. Okay. Ooh, there is a lot of stuff to get done. So let's actually get this here. And I need more nanites. Let's get 18 nanites. I don't need to build a big habitat. And I think I'm going to actually put that here because there's a lot of jobs here and not a lot of houses here. So we can actually get more houses around here. What was that? That said crisis detected.
Is everything okay down there?
Oh, it's talking about the food. The food is not good. You know what? I'm going to get into here. We have some policies that we can play with right now. And I'm going to choose rationing. So that's going to be minus 20% food consumption. So it's going to make them a little bit mad. They're not going to feel as free to do what they like on the colony. But that's something that they're just going to have to deal with for now until we can really get our food working. So let's see if we can actually probably upgrade this as well, if we can wait for the nanites to come in. I also have to start building this way to grab some more iron deposits because we are not doing well on our nanite production either. So you know what, guys? I am actually going to leave it at that for today. There is a ton for us to work on. We actually have some pretty low air quality too. I know when I chose this map is supposed to be considered a difficult map to play on. And I'm down for that. I'm down for a little bit of a challenge. I actually really like that in these kinds of games. I think this game has some simplicity to it, but it also does get a little bit more difficult to manage everything, which I absolutely love. So I am going to leave it at that for today, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!